music begins with a heavy, Alisi hiss. A distant car horn is heard, muffled by thick glass. The first piano key is pressed, a dry wooden clack followed by a tiny dull note. A long pause of 10 seconds, the sound of a floorboard settling. Creak. I haven't opened the curtains in 3 or 4 days. The light is just a suggestion now. The dust is settling on the things you touched. Even the piano is holding its breath. The crack of the wood is a hollow drum, waiting for a chorus that will never come. The traffic outside is a river of ghosts, far away from these desolate coasts. I'm a silent room, I'm a layer of gray, watching the afternoon crumble away. It's dust on the hammers in the siren room, a meaningless heart in a velvet tomb, lo-fi isolation and a chemical ache. For every promise I didn't quite break, the clatter of keys and the hiss of the air, searching for someone who isn't there. The mechanical truth of a dying song, where the silences are much too long. It's still here, empty space, the slow fall. The felt is worn down to the metal and wire. The smoke is all gone from the funeral fire. The piano is stumbling on a simple line, trying to remember which part was mine. The muffled sirens are a mile away, singing for a world that's starting to fray. The dust on the hammers is a velvet skin, keeping the music from getting back in. I'm the ticking clock that forgot the time. I'm the silent beat in a broken rhyme. Settled. It's dust on the hammers in the silent room, a meaningless heart in a velvet tomb, lo-fi isolation and a mechanical ache. Settled. It's dust on the hammers in the silent room, a meaningless heart in a velvet tomb, lo-fi isolation and a mechanical ache, a mechanical ache. Forever stimulation, the dust is in my lungs. The hammers are stuck. Why is it so quiet? Can you hear the clacking? Can you hear the void? There's no music left. There's no music left. Only the machine, only the dust. A sharp, sudden pop of static followed by a long 15-second silence. The traffic noise fades out completely, only the white noise hiss remains. Still, so cold, because the air has no shape. It doesn't have a body to lean against. Everything is negative space. The mattress is a desert, a valley of white, stretching out forever in the middle of the night. One piano note, a stone in a lake, watching the ripples that I didn't mean to make. The reverb is a ghost that refuses to leave, filling up the lungs when I forget to breathe. The indent in the pillow is a hollowed out throne for the king of the quiet and the lord of the alone. I'm a negative space, I'm a gap in the light, waiting for the morning to give up the fight. Agonizing. It's the empty bed and the negative space, tracing the lines of a vanished face. Cinematic sorrow and a frozen heart, watching the atoms just drift apart. The mist of the music, the fog of the sound, feet are still moving but never hit ground. The sustain is a bridge that leads to nowhere, living in the hope of the unmoving is a pressure, it's a ringing in the ear, telling me the things that I don't wanna hear. The piano returns, but the chords are all blurred, like a half remembered and a half spoken word. The room is a cavern, the room is a cell, a private and a perfect and a quiet hell. The negative space is a heavy gray hand, covering the features of the life that I planned. I'm a cold drifting mist in a four-world sky, learning how to live in a long-held silence. Void. It's the empty bed and the negative space, tracing the lines of a vanished face. Cinematic sorrow and a frozen heart. It's not empty. It's full of the missing. It's full of the ghosts. The air is a thudding. I can't move the space. It's everywhere. The bed is the word. A final crushing sub-bass pulse that slowly dissolves into a high-pitched ringing. It was summer. The sun was too close to the window. The plastic started to sag. And the song forgot how to stay straight. The carousel is melting, the horses are gold. A story of a childhood that's growing too old. The piano is a liquid, it's a puddle on the floor, leaking through the cracks and under the door. The tape is a ribbon of black and of brown, pulling the melody all the way down. I'm a warped lullaby, a distorted dream. Nothing is ever as soft as it seems. The real is a circle that's starting to bend, looking for a middle and looking for an end. Distorted. It's the warped lullaby and the melted real, forgetting the way that the real things feel. Vaporwave heartbeat in a slow chorus sky, watching the memory just shrivel and die. The hiss is a blanket, the pitch is a blade, cutting through the versions of the plans we made. Everything is sagging, everything is slow. There's nowhere left for the record to go. Toot 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 toot. Go to sleep, sleep. Are bleeding like a VHS stain. The sunshine is purple and the clouds are the rain. The piano is a memory that I can't quite catch, a fire in the player and a light from a match. The wow and the flutter are a dizzying sea, drowning the versions of you and of me. I'm the plastic that's bubbling, I'm the magnetic dust. The shine on the surface has turned into rust. The real is a spiral that's pulling me in, where the end of the song is the place we begin deforming. It's the war lullaby and the melted real, getting the way that the real big smoking. The ghosts are in the jeers. We are stuck in the slow years. Don't rewind, it will just break. Let it melt. It was summer. It was summer. Corrupt. Status degrading. Battery 3%. The interval between the notes is getting wider. Don't recalibrate. Just let the half-life reach 0. Never make ghost in a sterile room, feeding the path to the digital gloom. The piano is a muscle as we're getting to flex, lost in the code. in the binary complex. One low note like a heavy lead shoe, walking the line between the false and the true. The monitor is singing a silver thin line, counting the seconds that used to be mine. I'm a brittle pulse, I'm a flickering screen, the smallest vibration that's ever been seen. Failing, it's the brittle pulse in the half-life, cutting through time like a digital knife. Glitch, pain and a heartbeat in a silicon soul, losing the pieces that made up the whole. Skipping the rhythm, a pop in the air, searching for signals that are no longer there. 5, 4, 3, 2, watching the system dissolve into blue. Stay in the dry fort, slow error, no W. The hammers are stuttering, the wires are frayed, paying the debt for the lives that I played. The digital arc is a bubble of breath, the smallest division of life and of death. The monitor flatlines, then starts up again. A cycle of if and a cycle of then. And by my half-life, I'm a decaying sound, buried in static, 6 feet underground. The piano note is sinking into the sub-bass, erasing the features on my pixelated face. Corrupt, it's just a brittle pulse in the half-life, cutting through time like a digital knife. Total failure detected. The pulse is a loop. The loop is empty. I am reaching the edge. Buffer overflow. Memory erased. Do not restart. Total failure detected. The post is a loop. The loop is empty. I am reaching the edge. Buffer overflow. Memory erased. Do not restart. Agreeing. Offline, 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 offline. The roof is gone, but the music stayed. It's drinking the storm, note by note. The wood is swelling, the song is getting heavier. The ivory is slick with a silver stain, playing a duet with the falling rain. The soundboard is a drum for the sky to beat, drowning the melody, so bitter and sweet. One soft chord in a world of gray, watching the structure just wash away. The felt is soaked, the strings are cold, a story of winter that's growing old. I'm a drowned key, I'm a sinking sound, buried in the water that I finally found. Submerged. It's rain on the soundboard and the drowned keys falling to the floor. post-classical sorrow in a wooden frame, forgetting the music and forgetting the name. Pitter-patter rhythm on a spruce wood heart, watching the harmony just fall apart. The storm is the player, the storm is the king, the only vibration that the morning can bring. Can't quite rise under the weight of the weeping skies. The varnish is peeling in the cold wet air, mapping a map that leads to nowhere. The melody is a ghost in a liquid cage, turning the ink on a waterlogged page. I'm the wood that's warping, I'm the rusted wire, the opposite of the funeral fire. The rain is the clock that never stops ticking, the lock on the door that nobody's picking. Sits rain on the soundboard and the drowned keys, fluttering to the floor on our bended knees. Post-classical sorrow in a wooden frame. The water is inside, the sinks are admitting in the deep. There is no more dry land. The piano is an ocean. Can you hear the rain on the bone? Can you hear the rain on the scone? Let it overfill, let it go. I started this 12 times. The ink is dry, but the blood is too wet. My hands, they don't remember the chords. They don't remember your name. Dear, I'm writing to say that the winter is here. The piano is cold and the meaning isn't clear. My fingers are stumbling on the ivory road, buckling under the weight of the load. I try to reach for a middle C grace, but I only find the lines on my face. The rhythm is broken, the meter is wrong. I'm losing the where and the how of the song. Interrupted. It's the unfinished letter and the broken hand, a map of the things that nobody clams. Neoclassical sorrow, and a noir stained soul, watching the fragments instead of the whole. The sound of the paper, the sound of the end, to a lover, a ghost, or a forgotten friend. One shaky note and a minute of gray, watching the ink just bleed away. The word is gone, the night is long. I remember the bridge, but I forgot the key. I remember the us, but I forgot the me. The piano is stuttering, a mechanical lie, a wingless bird that's forgotten to fly. The clack of the hammers, the thud of the stool, playing the part of the heartbroken fool. My hands are shaking like leaves in the draft, looking for the center of the wreckage and raft. I can't finish the sentence, I can't finish the line. The paper is empty and the silence is mine. Unfinished. It's the unfinished letter, and the broken here's a map of the things that nobody prays. There are no words, the notes are all dead. I'm writing in circles, I'm writing in red. My hands, they won't listen. The piano is broken. Let the letter stay unspoken. Unspoken. Yours. Silence. Yours. Yours. I started this. The fault line is in the porcelain, a hairline crack at the bottom of the world, under the weight of the salt. The sound begins to break. A hammer of iron on a pillar of ice, pain the hidden and the heavy price. The piano is a mountain, crumbling in the dark, without a signal and without a spark. The boom is a heartbeat that's forgotten the light, echoing through the permanent night. The resonance is a blade that's dull and it's cold, telling a secret that's billions of years old. I'm a fractured resonance, I'm a cracked plate, waiting for the pressure to decide my fate. Submerged. It's the fractured resonance and the cracked plate, a hollowed out spirit in a heavy state. Dark ambient pressure and a sub-bass soul, watching the fragments swallow the whole. Metallic feedback like a choir of rust, turning a memory into the dust. It's the sound of the depths, it's the sound of the floor, when the ocean closes the door. The plate is breaking, the floor is giving way. The resonance is everything. There is no more silence. There is only the ringing. It's in the bone, it's in the stone.
line is in the porcelain. The fault line is breaking deep. The fault line is breaking deep. Deep, 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 the fault line, deep, the fault line, the fault line, deep, deep, the fault line is everything, deep, the fault line is everything, deep, deep. The fault line is in the porcelain. The fault line. 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 Deep. The fault line is in the porcelain. The fault line is in the porcelain. The fault line. Deep. The fault line. The fault line. The fault line. The fault line. Line is in the porcelain. The fault line. The fault line. Deep, 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 deep. The fault line begins to break. The fault line. 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 The fault line is in the porcelain. The fault line. 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 Deep. Deep. The fault line. It's not the song itself, it's the shape it leaves in the dust. The notes I didn't play, are the ones that stay. Can you hear the ghost of the melody? A skeleton of ivory, or a cage made of wood, doing all the things that the silence never could. The hammers are dreaming of a heavy strike, but the air is a barrier I don't really like. The ghost notes are walking on a carpet of air, a rhythmic vibration that's barely even there. The melody's a vapor, a silver thin line, tracing the memory that used to be mine. I'm a shadow of the song, I'm the breath on the blast, watching the versions of the history pass. Weightless, it's the shadow of a song, and the ghost knows a letter of longing that I never quite wrote. Ethereal dreaming in a lavender haze, spending the rest of my invisible days. A thumping in the wood, a clicking in the dark, waiting for the music to find its spark. But the spark is a shadow and the fire is a ghost, the part of the silence that I love the most. Invisible. It's the shadow of a song, and the ghost notes a letter of longing that I never quite wrote. The song is a shadow. The shadow is the song. It's the space between the notes. It's where we belong. And you feel the thumping, and you feel the void. Everything real is already destroyed. Only the ghost is left. Tink, feel it. Faded, faded, faded. It's not the song itself, it's the shape it leaves in the dust. It's not the song itself, it's not the song, it's a shape it leaves in the dust. It's not the song, it's a shadow. Faded, faded. It's not the song itself, it's not the song, it's a shadow. 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 Faded, faded. It's not the song itself, it's not the song, it's a shadow. 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 It's not the song itself, it's not the song, it's a shadow. It's not the song itself. It's not the song, it's a shadow. It's not the song, it's a shadow. It's not the song, is a shadow. It's not the song, it's a shadow. It's not the song. It's not the song, it's a shadow. It's not the song. It's not the song. Faded. 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 It's not the song itself. It's not the song itself. It's not the song, it's the. It's not the song, it's the. It's not the song itself. It's not the song itself. Faded. It's not the song itself. It's not the song itself. It's not the song, it's faded. It's not the song, it's shadow. It's not the song. It's not the song. It's not the song. It's not the song. It's not the song itself. It's not the song itself. It's not the song itself. It's not the song. It's not the song itself. It's not the song itself. It's not the song. It starts with a lean, a shift in the center, the air. It stops pushing back. No, there is only the down. The scale is a ladder with the rungs falling out, leaving the logic and leaving the doubt. The piano is dropping a floor at a time, forgetting the rhythm and forgetting the rhyme. With every circle, the notes become lead, pulling the gravity into my head. The wind is a chorus that's starting to roar as I look for the ceiling and look for the floor. I'm a terminal velocity, a permanent descent, spending the energy that's already spent. Falling, it's terminal velocity in the long fall, breaking the limit and breaking the wall. Similarly, gravity in a black hole soul, watching the vacuum swallow the whole. Deeper and deeper, the frequency dives, the weight of 1,000 invisible lives. The ground is a rumor, the sky is a lie, in the beautiful curve of a permanent why. No more wait, no more light. You sate there. distorted, the strings act too long. The mechanical ghost of a physical song. The scale is a spiral that's tightening in, where the end of the music is where we begin. The low end is rising to meet good descent, a total collision of what it all meant. I'm a vibrating atom in a crushing machine, the loudest silence that's ever been seen. The loop is a fever, the loop is a depth, the deepest part of a falling, yeah. Accelerating each time, the low velocity and the long fall, breaking the limit and breaking the wall. The air is solid, astound as I'm mounting. I am the impact. There is no stopping. Feel the weight, feel the bass. The fall is eternal. Impact. 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 The sun gave up an hour ago. Now it's just me and this bit of string. The wax is a river and the shadows are getting hungry. Watch the light while you still can. The shadows are tall and they're starting to dance, giving the darkness a second chance. The left hand is walking to the edge of the room, tracing the borders of the coming gloom. The right hand is flickering a silver thin flame, whispering a secret without any name. The piano is a fireplace with the coals turning gray, watching the versions of the light fade away. I'm a last candle in a waxing dark, protecting the glow of the final spark. It's the last candle in the waxing dark, leaving the ghost of a glowing mark. Funeral jazz, heartbeat, and a warp stained soul, watching the blackness swallow the whole, flicker and fade and shimmer and die under the weight of a midnight sky. The hiss is the ocean, the hiss is the end, the only companion, the only friend. The walking bass is a funeral march under the shadow of the midnight arch. The high notes are stuttering, they're losing their reach, like the final words of a dying speech. I'm the heat on the glass, I'm the smell of the smoke, the punchline of a terrible joke. The dark is a liquid, it's filling the holes, closing the gaps in the four-sided walls. Engulfed, it's the last candle and the waxing dark, leaving the ghost of a fairy wheeling, the ghost of a glowing mark, in the ghost of a glowing mark, in the ghost of a glowing mark, in the ghost. The has gone, the thread is gone, the fire's just a memory now. Don't reach for the light, the dark is softer, the dark is where we finally